It's Wednesday morning, um, 3:15 a.m. and insomnia has visited me. But I'm just sitting here. I drank 1 cup of hot black tea already. This is my second cup, and I had ginger, onion, beef liver, chicken, stir fried, and miso soup. I guess I just made it based on what I feel like eating, so my way. um, guess not able to sleep, but I know yesterday there was a lot that got done. I bought brake pads for the car, brought it over to where the car can be fixed. And then, how many trips did I do? 6 trips today. So one going to 2, and then coming back home 3, then take her there 4, come back 5, go back again 6, come back again 7. 7 one-way trips. just being out and about, and yeah, driving. And then when I came home, there were the parking lot has been milled. That's the word they use. It's when they scrape off the surfaces of the road, and I think they're going to pave it, meaning they're going to put what you call, it will cement it, I guess. Anyway, yes, neighborhood will look different and newer than before. I'm not complaining. Whatever they decide is fine. Just live in the neighborhood. Fire is good because out there it's I think 40-50 degrees. Yeah, it's just to heat the home at this point. There's a bit of entertainment and a bit of heating the home as well. And I'm just, like I said, trying to finish my second cup of tea. And that was hard to start. And it's like, and then it started burning really well. And then it's, maybe the wood was really wet this morning because of the drizzling that was happening. And it was cloudy, but it got sunny later in the day. And I'm enjoying my cup of tea. So I was trying to go to sleep on time, but obviously it's 3 almost. I think the harder I try to fall asleep, the worse it gets. So anyway, if you want to understand what insomnia is, and hopefully you don't, because insomnia is when you cannot go to sleep, even though try hard as you may, but you can't fall asleep. Like I said, I used to wonder why people find it so hard to sleep. Now I know, because I don't know what reasons, but there are certain reasons. Sometimes it's not comfortable. My feet didn't feel comfortable, or too cold, too hot. Tossing, turning. Anyway, or sometimes too much excitement in the daytime. Just can't sleep because your mind is like racing. You're thinking stuff too much and worrying, or sometimes playing on a phone too long. Yeah. I did get a lot done did one load of laundry. I just needed to get some clothes washed. It's been a while. So just wearing them all until like a time to wash a load. It's a good thing in this country we have a washer in the house, a dryer in the house, you know. And not so simple in in other countries or certain countries out there. You have to do it by hand, washing clothes by hand and line drying the clothes out there in the sun. Yep. I try to still finish up this hot cup of tea. Um, so I am planning to leave the house in about 3 hours and a half. Let's see, yep, 3 hours and a half. I have to leave here before 7 when they start working on the road. Not sure how possible that is, and if I actually do fall asleep within an hour, hopefully that's the case, then I would get about 2 hours and a half of sleep. Perhaps I shall come back and catch up on sleep later in the day or something. We'll see. But I heard that when you lack sleep, you just keep on going until nighttime that you sleep. But yeah, I think my sleep rhythm has been really mixed lately, so probably hard to fix it for a while until I start to go back into a routine. I started a routine a while back, and then, well, I kind of lost the routine, and then now got into this sort of unscheduled, what do I call it? Unscheduled happenings. Unscheduled things that happened in life. Yeah, certain things that happen unexpectedly, you know, such as having to fix a car or doing this and that because there was things that you can't really drive it around. It to be safe, you gotta yeah. Anyway, so since I cannot sleep, I might as well just produce a little film and yep, save it and then post it. But right now I'm still trying to finish this hot cup of black tea, and it's a bit too hot still, but I'm still sipping it a little bit at a time. I was told that I should be taking melatonin to go to sleep. I'm not sure if I should depend on sleep medication, you know, so I don't want to take it at half a bottle there ready for really the worst of times, but I don't want to sleep oversleep. Sleep so that the thing is, if it works really well, it's good. And then I go to sleep, and then okay, I sleep too well, and I want to wake up early. I can't because the medicine is doing its job really well. Then I wake up late. That would not be good either. So I guess I might as well just toss and turn and sleep as little or as much as I could today, and then whatever. Yeah. So then I think one of the reasons that it's when we do too much. I think when we are much younger, when you do a lot of things and you can still fall asleep just fine. We don't have a problem falling asleep. But it's just like human beings are getting to a certain age. When you do a little bit too much, too much excitement in the daytime, you know, overloading the system with too much excitement. And then we like at night it's like okay. As when your mind is thinking left and right here and there, all sorts of things, and then it's really difficult to fall asleep in that case. So then, that's why I say insomnia has visited, because it's not a permanent thing. Insomnia isn't a thing that like happens all the time. It just happens once in a while. So therefore, it's just a visit. It'll be gone again. And hopefully that is the case. So we don't want it to overstay its welcome, right? Not that I'm welcoming insomnia. I guess sometimes you want to stay up and be awake, and you're going to drink coffee and stay awake, and you can't. And sometimes, like, and these days, I'm like, I want to sleep, but I cannot fall asleep. Okay, it's an uncomfortable and unwelcoming situation in that case. So, but it's okay. It happens. It happens. What can we do, right? Right. Just go with it. So I've been just kind of spend the days out here, or the nights out here, in the kitchen, in the living room, in this family room here. The thing is, if I don't get up on time tomorrow, excuse me, that tea just like, my throat just feels sort of scrapey. So I had to do that, clear my throat a bit. That's just dry, because maybe excuse me, wow. Yep, the throat is, feels abrasive. Okay, so what was I saying? I have to move it before 7, otherwise it will be towed. And it's only 1 or 2 days, and they're having such a hard time going with whatever that was planned. I brought in a whole bunch of wood inside, because then you want to go out there. And then earlier when I went out there to gather wood, there were like 2 cars, 2 police cars. Just in like I could see from the house here, those police cars, they're like giving tickets to disobedient drivers. I guess they don't obey traffic rules. But I was surprised that there were 2 police cars stopping 1 car. Anyway, I think the neighborhood is sometimes, it has drama going on. Unfortunately, it's the laugh is more like a sarcasm laugh, I think, right? So, I mean, what can I do? There's sometimes things happen in the neighborhood that's out of our control, right? People drive by and then some things happen, so, yeah. And anyway, this neighborhood looks so different after they did the milling. They scrape off the surface of the lot. It looks quite interesting, actually. Because usually it looks all finished and smooth. This time it's so rough looking. It's like bumps here. I mean, tears here, tears there. I don't know. It's just interesting looking. It's just like you see some work in progress like that. It's something new. It it catches the attention of a person. I think that's why I think that's on my mind too. That just it's just thinking about, okay, I'm thinking about the road. I'm thinking how it is gonna get done. I'm thinking about what I'm gonna be doing later this morning. I'm thinking, okay, when I go and then take care of my other car. I'm like thinking all sort of things, and then I'm thinking about sometimes I do worry, the wood is out there, and sometimes it just falls out at night, and I'm just whoops. And then just like a few days ago, a piece of it fell out, and then smoke came out, and then the fire alarm goes off, and then after I cleared it and took care of it, they run away again, and like, oh, it's a good surprise. My fire alarm worked real well. It's like fire, fire. Just for a little bit there, and then it goes away after I cleared up the smoke and put back the charcoal in the fireplace, and of course smoke goes up the chimney. So anyway, yeah, all kinds of stuff happening like that. So then I'm like busy thinking about those things, and then I had some time here and there. Came home, was able to clear up some paperwork and recycle some ads. I went to pick up some mail from the mailbox, which I thought might be really full, but it was not as full as I expected. So, which is fine because sometimes I have a lot of junk mail and I can't go through all of it yet. Put them in one pile and go back and see what's happening with it. Yeah. Weeks later. But what I do is I pull out the mail bills that has to be paid and ads. Okay, just sort them out. I'll go to that later. Read through them later, or maybe use the coupons later. And then certain new businesses that open up, they send their coupons to us. And I'm like, one day I'm going to use their coupons because I would at least say $1, $2. I remember that when I was doing a job, and there was a custom. I shouldn't be talking about that because some people. I'll just say, let's just say that some people can clip so many coupons that they actually, like, it was a whole. Let me see how it was. It was like a whole basket of things, the cart that you get at the grocery store, and there's a whole basket of I forget what the items were, but it feels like half of the cart. And how much did they spend? About $2 or $3. That was it. Because they cut up these coupons and they saved them over the years, and they put them in a coupon book, and then they use all the coupons, and then yeah, they are able to like organize that well and like be able to use. I tried doing that one time, and I went to the store, have 2-3 coupons in my hands, and then I'm like, okay, let me look around for this item here. It has to be this kind. You read the coupon, see what it says to buy, and excuse me. And then I went to get it, and it takes me too much time looking for the items that's on the coupon, and then checking it out. I'm like, okay, I think it's not worth my time. But this one person I knew was able to gather all those stuff, and like, how many coupons? There were 10, 15, 20 coupons. I have forgotten. And then just sit there and then did the coupon 1, 2, 3, 4. There's so many coupons, like I said. And that, I mean, I'm not sure at that point. I'm thinking, I wonder if the store has a rule against using so many coupons. But nope, there was no rule because there was no limitations on the coupons or what it says to do, right? So then, like, okay, they got a half a cart of stuff, merchandise on the store for about $2, $3. That's just so cool. I mean, there are times when you like hit that luck button and you got luck, right? You can save money with so many coupons like that. And then you're lucky, you go to the right store, you find all the items in there, and then it doesn't take up too much time. So it's sort of interesting and fun, I guess. And I'm like, I really actually envy people who actually can collect coupons and then find the items, and and be able to use all the coupons that were saved, that got that were collected. So I am. One day I will use my coupons. That is the point. And I have like maybe ice cream, But like there are times that I want to use my coupons. I'm like, okay, I have it at home, but I'm driving. I didn't bring it with me. I guess that's why they have coupon books. And I'm driving. I know I have a coupon for this thing at home, and then like this place at home, and that's what the thing that I want to have right now. I think it takes so much planning though to be able to cut and clip those coupons that get sent home. But I think it is good and useful to use them because it's good to use them because you save money. And like I said, sometimes you get a whole cart full of stuff for about just a little bit of money that you have to spend. So it's always good to be able to save money, right, and use the coupons. But if you are well to do, you really don't think about that. Whatever you need, you just buy it. That's awesome. Um, so then, if you are struggling, or even if you're not struggling, you can still use coupons. It's okay because it's like what, self-discipline. Yeah, it's just learn how to save anyway. Because I remember seeing a post about a man who was sort of like wearing clothes that didn't look very expensive. They looked, really, really just very common, not fancy, not elegant, but just a very common, ordinary shirt. Maybe it's excuse me, my throat gets a little dry. Um, yeah, it just looks sort of, should I say old? It's not old. It's just not very well put together. Let's just say the clothes. And then they walked straight to a very expensive car, it was probably a Porsche or a Mercedes, maybe? No, not a Mercedes. Maybe a Maserati, I think. What are those expensive cars that they have out there? I just know that there's a Porsche, a Maserati, Lexus is one of them, a BMW, a Volvo. What else? Anyway, I think he went to one of those expensive cars as like a convertible with the roof put down and nice shiny brand new convertible. And a person who was like dressing up real elegant and nice. He went to just a normal regular car, but the person who had these, somewhat old clothes, he went to really expensive cars. So that's the example of a person being able to save up and really like live, or just give the appearance of not being very rich. So then I guess the lesson of that post is that, okay, don't look down on a person just by the way they're dressed, right? You can't really tell how much money they're able to save or they're made, because they're like underneath all that old clothes is a heart full of is a person full of good discipline. They're able to save so much to have a brand new car. Probably the houses are big and new and nice and clean and shiny with nice fancy stuff, right? Which is awesome. But then I know there are other people who will say, I don't care about all that stuff. But who wouldn't want money? Who doesn't want that? Because it takes hard work to get that money that you want to get. And it takes hard work to have a successful business. And it takes hard work to save up and be able to purchase these nice and new expensive things. And even if you are not saving up, you have even if you're taking a loan, it takes self-discipline to be able to pay the monthly payment back normally and be on time and not have the car be repossessed, right? So or be late on the payment. So therefore, it does take a, you know, so you don't judge, like they say, that you don't judge a book by its cover, how they look on the outside. It might not reflect how they are as a person, whether they can save money, whether they're responsible, whether they are kind. Things that you cannot see, the abstract stuff, right? That's inside, that makes up a person who they are. Excuse me, 20. All right, so I think I might just stop in a little bit. I need to add some wood to the fireplace, and then I just don't want to go yet. Let's take a little break from this. And thing is, I'm trying to talk in my low voice because the family is sleeping, and like I said, because of my insomnia issue, I couldn't go to sleep yet. So I'm just right here producing a film, right? Filming a little video of what's happening. So call it record keeping, call it a discussion, call it a talk, or call it what you know of those shows where they have reality show. It could be one of them, except that you don't get to see who's talking, and you know what it is, who it is, I guess, that talking. But yeah, it's. I'm going to download this into my YouTube studio, and because I haven't used that in a little bit, off and on. I've been using it off and on. I'm not sure how it is. It's good record keeping. Sometimes I can even go back to listen, but rarely I have any time for that. I just record and then sort of stop. But anyway, I think it's about time to stop, and I need to add some wood there. All right, I'm just gonna call it a night. Hopefully I can go to sleep really soon. Okay.